Dear children, I welcome you all to teleteaching program of EduSat. Today, we shall discuss a very good poem, No Men Are Foreign. In the last class, I had a discussion with you two stanzas of that is called part 1 of the poem. Today, we shall discuss the rest part of the poem, that is No Men Are Foreign. And this part we will discuss stanza 3, 4 and 5. Okay. Now, I have already told you the information about the poet and theme of the poem. That means, about the poet James Kirkhope and his work and how he had got award, all the things, and the main ideas or theme of the poem, that the poet claims no men are foreign, no country is strange. That is, all are equal. Whoever is living in the entire world or universe, we are all brothers and sisters. That means, the poet believes in universal brotherhood. Okay. Let us come to the stanza and read out the stanza and find out the difficult words or new words that you feel for you, then we will go step by step. Let us start. Part 2, stanza 3, 4 and 5. Now, let us read out the poem. Remember, they have eyes like ours. Remember, they have eyes like ours that wake or sleep, and strength that can be won by love. In every land is common life. Again, remember, they have eyes like ours that wake or sleep, and strength that can be won by love. In every land is common life that all can recognize and understand. Let us remember, whatever we are told to hate our brothers, it is ourselves that we shall dispossess, betray, condemn. Remember, we who take arms against each other. Okay? Remember, they have eyes like ours. They have means the people other than our country, or sleep and strength that can be won, by love. That means, one's heart can be won. We can enter into others' heart if we love them. No strength can bring solution to the human enmity. No war can bring solution to the human enmity. No combat can bring solution. Only love can be winner, and love is the force that can bring solution to all the problem. One's love for other, our love for other people. The poet claims that one should love other people of the other country. In again he says, in every land is common life that all can recognize and understand. Common land, the earth is same. Let us remember, whatever we are told to hate our brothers, it is ourselves. Whenever we hate our brothers, we also hate ourselves. That we shall dispossess, betray, condemn. Remember, we who take arms against each other. That means, if we hate others, they will hate us. If we love them, they will love them. Okay. Then, it is the human earth that we defile. That means, we are responsible. We are responsible for polluting our pious land, our holy land, our mother earth. No one is responsible. We, the people who has ill feeling, who are envious, who are the cause of the war and combat, they are the cause of destruction. They turn the heaven to hell. That means, our hell of fire and dust outrages the innocents. So, the innocent people are facing the sufferers, not the people those are causing the war, those are causing the disturbances. They are the root cause of all the evils. Of air that is everywhere our own. Remember, no men are foreign and no country is strange. So, of air that is everywhere our own. So, air is the same. If we go to other country, if anyone go to another country, he can breathe the same air, he can have the same water, he can walk upon the same land. So, in other country we will not find different air, different water, different land to work on. So, how can we claim that they are foreign, they are strange, they are unknown to us, they are our brothers and sisters. So, the poet claims no countries are strange. Okay. The poet says that, again I am repeating, the poet says that the people of other countries have eyes like ours, they wake and sleep like ours, they wake and sleep like us, there is no difference. The strength of other people can be won by love, affection and kindness, not by war, not by war. Everyone should realize the truth that man's life is same everywhere. Okay? He again says that the power hankering people, that means who always love to capture the power and exercise their power on the innocent. They want to suppress others, they want to oppress others, they want to operate other people by dint of their power, muscle power, money power and military power. So, they motivate other people, they motivate the innocent people and encourage them to create trouble for others, for their self interest, for their self motive, and alternatively what happens? We go for war. So, ultimately as a result of which we go for war, then we invite destruction. So, we mistake our brothers for foreign. So, when we create enmity, when we have the ill feeling for them, so we mistook them for foreigners, for strange people, for our enemy. So, the peace of mind is destroyed, the peace of the country is destroyed, people suffer a lot and innocent people are the worst sufferers. Last stanza says, the third one, the poet says, we are responsible for polluting our earth by entering into war. So, no one is responsible, God is not, nature is not polluting the earth, only we people are responsible for polluting our earth. How? By entering into war, by being the cause of the war. The war causes death and destruction, not only to our enemies, but also the people who begin the war, who start the war also face the same destruction. They are not being deprived of the destruction, they are not deprived of getting the peaceful harvest, both sides are being sufferer, both sides are losing a lot due to the war. At the same time, the pious world, the purity of air, the purity of water, the purity of atmosphere is polluted due to the war. So, war has the vicious, tremendous bad effect on the universe. It is the earth of all countries, all races, it is our own earth. Why should we try to spoil it? Thus, no men are foreign and no countries are strange. So, we are all brothers and sisters living in the same world, living in the same atmosphere, living in the same universe. Okay. Now, come to word meaning stage. Strength can be won by love, that means the strength of other people can be won by love and kindness, not by war. Then not by force or war. Whenever we are told to hate our brothers, to the people, hate people of other countries as commanded by power, that is hungry people. So, dispossess, to deprive someone of the possession, to take away their power and property, their possession. Okay. Betray, to be false, not to be loyal or faithful, to betray someone, to do something illegal may be, unfriendly may be, and not trusted one, not dependable, that is betray. Condemn, to strongly criticize, to blame others. Defile, to make dirty, to pollute something. Okay. Hails of fire and dust outrages the innocence of air, that means the freshness of the purity of the air of the nature that has been blessed, or we are blessed by the nature and we are enjoying the pure air, nice atmosphere, that is polluted due to war. That is hails of fire and dust outrages the innocent, outrages the innocence. That means the purity of the air, purity of the earth is spoiled, is polluted by war. Now, come to the comprehension stage. Now, this is also subjective part of your question paper, carries 5 marks. We will discuss some important comprehension questions today. What does the poet mean to say that? Remember, they have eyes like ours that wake or sleep, and strength that can be won by love. The poet says, what the poet says, let us see. The people whom we consider the strangers, unknown person, have eyes like ours, with same eyes they see the world. As we do, they have also strength or power like us, that can be won easily by love, not by war. Their power also can easily be won by love, not by war. We can very affectionately can accept them, with love we can accept them, but we can not accept, we can never try to accept them as our brothers and sisters by entering into war. Okay. So, common life is common in every respect. What will happen if we hate our brothers? What will happen? The poet wants to say that there is absolutely no dissimilarity among people of the world, but despite this similarity, there are some people or races who creates hatred and ill feelings towards others for their self motive. If we go by their call of hating others, we will only deceive and condemn ourselves. That means, we will have to face the loss. Okay. If we will be encouraged by power hankering people and to start battle with our neighbor, with the people of other countries, then we are inviting the destruction. Okay. Then what does the poet mean to say that? Our hails of fire and dust outrage the innocence. By the line hail of fire, the poet means to say that our ill will, jealously and hatred is just like fire, niya, okay, which will destroy the innocent human being in case of war. If we take arms against our brothers and hate them, we shall obviously polluting our earth and destroying the earth as well as ourselves. So, children, this is all about the lessons I discussed with you, and I hope you will go to the text again and do well in examination. Okay, comprehension question answer part 2. Number 3. Okay, children. Now, this is the third question of comprehension part. What does the poet mean to say that our hails of fire and dust outrage the innocence? By the line hail of fire, the poet means to say that our ill will, our bad feeling, jealousy and hatred is just like fire. What does the fire do? Which will destroy, fire destroys the things, which will destroy the innocent human being. So, common people, those are innocent, are being destroyed. The innocent people are the worst sufferers. If we take arms against our brothers and sisters and hate them, what will happen? We shall obviously polluting our earth and destroying ourselves. So, when our earth will be polluted, if we become the cause of the war, the people whom we consider our enemy will not only be the sufferers, and at the same time side by side we shall be the sufferers, and ultimately we are destroying our earth. That means destroying ourselves. When our earth will be destroyed, we will be destroyed. So, this is the thing poet wants to convey. Okay. Now, come to the MCQ part. So, this is coming in the objective part of your question papers. So, these are the some important points now we will discuss. Then this is not sufficient for you if you go to the text and read out the line of the stanza 3, 4 and 5. You will get many MC questions, and when you do tit and bit of the MCQ question answer, then it will help you to write comprehension or give comprehension answers. So, let us discuss some of the important MCQ question answer. What does our hails of fire mean? Just I discussed the same thing in the comprehension part, right. So, here you can get 4 choice. One is parade of fire, second one hatred, on war with others, after effect of fire. Our hails of fire, that means war, that is fire is always related to war. So, fire is a destroying element factor. So, war is also a destroying element or factor. So, on war is the right answer. Number 2, what do you mean by phrase innocence of air? So, innocence of air, that means here the innocence of air is metaphor, that means purity of air, that means polluted air, impurity of air, poisonous air, freshness and purity of air. That means innocence of air means purity of air, freshness of the air, that is ultimately polluted by war. So, here the poet wants to say innocence of air refers to the freshness and purity of air, that is the right answer. Number 3, okay. What are we doing to the human earth? What are you doing to the human earth according to the poet? Defiling, shaving, planting trees, doing war. So, defiling is the right answer. In the explanation stage, I have already told you the meaning of defiling, that means polluting. So, when human are the making war or combat, we are indirectly polluting the earth, that is defiling the earth. The right answer is defiling. How can strength be won? How can strength be one not? That is own. One's strength, one's ego, one's anger, one's muscle power can be own. How can one own? How can we try to win the hearts of other and change their mind? That is by war, by love, by kindness, by hating others. So, out of these four answer, answer A, choice A is the correct answer. By war. How can strength be won? By war? Not, this is wrong answer. By love. How can strength be won? This has been printed wrong, dear children. You see, how can strength be won is the right answer, by love and kindness. First answer has been wrong. The second answer is the right answer. That is, choice B is the right answer. B, love and kindness. Okay. One strength can be won by love and kindness. This is the right answer. Choice B is the right answer, not A. Okay. Then come to 5. To whom do we harm by entering into war? Our people, people of other country, our neighbor, then human earth. So, definitely we are polluting our human earth. Why it is called human earth? Because the earth is providing all the friendly items, all the friendly, conducive or advantageous atmosphere, living atmosphere for the human beings. So, only in this earth human can survive. That is why the poet says human earth. The earth is ours, the planet is ours. Okay. So, this is the right answer. Okay, children. Once again we will go back to the different stages what we discussed today. I had a discussion with you in the part 2 that stanza 3, 4 and 5. In stanza 3 and 4 and 5, we found the poet's message that how the enmity caused by other innocent people being motivated by the power loving people or power hungry people. They encourage the people to enter into the world for the sake of their power. They exercise the power to protect their power and position. They always encourage the innocent people to enter into the war. Ultimately, the peace of mind is destroyed. So, the purity of earth is destroyed, spoiled. So, the innocent people become the worst sufferers. Okay. We discussed stanza 3, 4 and 5 in the part 2 of the poem, and we came to know about the message of the poet. That means, all men are equal, no country is strange. So, we are all brother and sisters. That means, the poet believes in universal brotherhood. And how can we save our mother earth? Should we go for war or should we go for peace? And at the same time, peace can be won, peace can be achieved. We can be winner, human can be winner by love, not by war. Okay. So, when we go for war, we are not only destroying ourselves, we are also destroying our human earth, that is our loving earth is being spoiled, polluted due to the war. So, the poet wants to convey that man should not think of war, man should love other people of the other country. One country's people should love other country people and accept them as brother. Okay, children. Today's lesson is over. I think you will go for the text again and read again and be satisfied.